All right, everybody. We are on our way home again. Today was super rough. And when I say super rough, I mean super rough. Unfortunately, hold on. Exercise, outdoor cycling, go. GPS is located. Okay, that's fine. Is this what happens? I don't know. I've never done this before with this watch. But yeah, it was super rough today. Like, it was probably like one of the hardest days I've had. I had to run a machine that I'm not used to at all. Like, at all. And it gave me a lot. When I say a lot, I mean a lot of problems. Because I don't understand it. And I don't really, like, I understand the controls to a certain degree. But then at the same time, I don't. And it was just very difficult today. So, like, my whole entire body just hurts so much. Now, you know, because this new bike hasn't had any problems, I'm going to keep an eye on everything. Ah, okay. So then, hold on, let me pull over here really quick so I can turn this thing on. What a gracious individual right there. Go. 3, 2, 1, go. But yeah, it was just a really rough day, to say the least. It is a beautiful day, though. I'll say that much. I got a doctor appointment tonight I gotta go to. And then some more homework. Oh. Then hopefully I can relax a little bit. I don't know, my sleep has just been getting like progressively worse. And I'm not exactly sure why. Like, no energy drinks really. I've been having a few sodas every now and then. But like, I wouldn't assume or think that it would be enough caffeine to necessarily keep me awake. So I'm really trying to figure it out, because it's not good. It is not good. I want to keep an eye on the battery percentage here. Oh. You know, my heart rate today, it got up higher than it usually does. Today, I got up to, I think it was like, the highest I saw, doesn't mean that that was the highest, but the highest that I saw when I looked at my phone, it was, 137, I believe. Which is like way higher than I usually have it. Usually my heart rate stays anywhere between like 86 and like 109. Like on occasion it will go up to like 115. But never have I ever seen it go up to 100 and 130. Except for this one time it happened. But those were certain circumstances, such as drinking. But besides that, I've never had it go any higher than 115. At least at work. Pretty sure like at some point somewhere else, heart rate went up higher. I'm really curious about the data that they collect. I'm really curious about the data that the watch collects while you're doing an outdoor cycle. Alright, so we're at 2.4 miles right now. And we're still at 80%. Alright, we hit like 2.65 miles, I'm guessing. And we hit 70%. So now we'll see how long 70% lasts. Now, see, you know, I don't think electric does it because it seems like they're more transparent. But, like, when I looked up my bike, it said X amount of miles when in this mode, X amount of miles when in this mode, X amount of miles in this mode. But when I was looking before I bought this bike, all of them would be like 100-mile range. And then like you'd read the comments and they'd be like, well, if you're in turbo or like the high pedal assist, you're not going to get 100 miles. So it's like they only really count it as 100 miles when you're at like the lowest amount of pedal assist. But then you're going the slowest, which I mean technically isn't too bad. But at the same time, and also I was looking at the right hand side over here past the white line, and one of the things that caught my eye is that there was a big old nail. There was a big old nail on the side. So if I would have been over there when I usually go over there, I would have gotten a nail on my tire. It's so interesting to see how many people are in such a hurry. Whew. My legs were already burning, by the way, when I got off of work. I got off at like 3:15, but my legs were burning so much that I was like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna sit down for a little bit. So we should technically hit 60% at 5.2 miles, but I think we're gonna hit 60% prior to 5.6. Yeah, we just went down to 50. I think what I'm gonna do when we make our final left, what I'm gonna do is use throttle the rest of the way home and see how far we actually get. Because I think at that point, I think it's only like 1.2 miles maybe. But I don't know. We did hit 50. And I don't think we hit 50 yesterday right here. We might have. Oh, man. All right, we're gonna stop right here. I hear a car. So, yeah, there's like 3 cars. So we'll wait. But yeah, okay, so I definitely have to fix the seat right now. Hold on. I gotta really actually tighten the seat today when I get to the house. Cause it just straight falls. Oh, actually, you know what? I might not need to. Okay. I really tightened it this time. Whoa. I think I actually made it too tall now. Oh. I'm like high up here now. I might have to adjust it where we make that left. I feel like I'm 10 feet tall right now. This must be what a tall person feels like. Oh. Yeah, it's so tall. It's not too bad, but I think if I lowered it, it might be better. Still at 50%. Alright, I gotta get into the street. Oh man, it is really making me burn. Like I feel like I'm on my tippy toes instead of like being flat-footed or anything. Oh, nice and relaxing right now. %. Now we might hit 40 going up this hill. Now we're still hanging in there at 50. I gotta fix the seat though because it's sideways. Oh yeah, that burn. Going up these hills, you really feel it. All right. Let me pull over here. Fix this seat really quick. That was gonna be too high up. Holy moly, this is really stuck in there now. Oh. Right there is good, I think. Oh yeah, right there's good. Oh man, that feels so much better. Hopefully, I can find the windscreen for this mic. Otherwise, I'm just fucking gonna have to buy a new windscreen. Oh man, feels so good not to fucking pedal. Going down these hills. All right, you got one person. Oh, I got a text from my friend. All right, we just hit 40% right here. So we got like 1.6 miles to go. And then we're home. So I'll let the bike take control. Although it's only going to go 20, right? But, I mean, that's fine. Oh, wow. It really kicked off. Okay. We can't do that. Seemed like the motor like kind of stopped for a second. But we'll use it on the downhill. We'll use it on the downhill. Oh man. It's so slow. After you go like 30 and then you go back to like the normal speed, it just feels so slow. Like it really does. So no pedaling or anything on the downhill. I gotta check that back tire. Might have gotten a rock in it or something like that. Alright, we gotta go to 7th gear. We're going up this hill. Oh yeah, feel that burn again. Feel it. Oh. I'm glad they fixed that. Hey, there's another cyclist. Alright, we're on the downhill. But why don't we just... You know what? This cyclist is even not going into that side lane. So, you know, I feel less bad about not going into the side lane. Whew. All right. All right, there's a car behind me. Oh, no. Guess it was that other guy. All right. Oh, wow, she got a lot of mail. All right, everybody. We're home, or I'm home. And there are the pups. All right. All right, everybody. I shall see you guys tomorrow morning. Final day, well, not really final day of the week, because I gotta go in on Sunday. So, it's not really the final day of the week. But, how about we say the final day of the generalized work week? How many miles was that? 9.1. 9.1 miles. So, I mean, when you think about it, that's not too bad. Not too bad. But I shall see you guys tomorrow. And I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. Hopefully your night goes well. And I'll catch you next time. Bye, everyone.